All right. Good morning, good evening. I am Mindmore, and this is FTB Evolutions. This is going to be episode 10. Um, we're going to get into some functional storage today. I did want to make a note. I'm sorry for the last episode or two episodes. I can't remember. It's been a couple days since my last episode. I ran into a little bit of insomnia, so I was recording videos while I was, having a lack of sleep. So if things didn't sound right, that's probably why. I'm back to sleeping normally again, so I am good to go. So what I've done is I've routed a few cables. So I routed one cable up here to this. I'm going to put a storage bus on it for the builder so that we can see and use stuff that's in that container. We're going to have it set for extract only because I don't want to be putting stuff in there. I'm going to upgrade this one to a diamond so that it has a little bit more space. Like we have lots here, but it's, once we get that fully working and it's doing larger areas, it's going to need a lot more. Other than that, I ran a cable down here to the mob farm. The mob farm, I did get a little bit of work done. So I got the dreadful dirt. I got that working. I've got fans. I've got lights in here so I can turn it on and off as I need. Back here, this is the switch that's going to allow me to. I just locked myself in here, didn't I? Oh my lord! All right, well, I'll just get myself a piece. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, well, I got myself a little piece here. So I can put that down there right now. I can get in and out. Anyway, so I ran some redstone in here, just basic redstone. All it does is it inverts the signals. So when I turn the lever on, it comes down here, turns the fans on, and it turns the lights off. So it's just as simple as running a repeater into a block. That block then has a redstone torch on it. That's always on, right? But when you get the connection from the other side, it turns the redstone off because that's just the way redstone works. And that comes over here, turns the fans on. I don't know if I need an extra level of fans, like to give it a little extra push. I haven't tested that out fully yet. So yeah, that's all this does back here. There's really nothing special back here other than just the redstone. It's just a standard design I use for my mob farms so that if and when something happens inside there, I can go in there and, fix it or do whatever I need. Um, yeah. And then after that, I made a logistical transporter or sorter. I have a barrel here that everything goes into. Once it's all set up, right now there's really nothing set on it. I think I have two things on here. Yeah, the scrolls and the tarnished crowns. So there is I don't know if you can see it down here, but there's a trash can in here. That's set up so that anything we don't want will automatically go into the trash. Right, we'll have to set that up in the logistical sorter. Other than that, over here, I'm going to have things that I want to keep that don't sort well in functional storage. So right now, I just have the scrolls set up over here from Iron and Scrolls. And then right here, I made a little path down here, one a little over here. I created a storage bus, and I've got the logistical cables that come from there and then just go underneath. And they're going to hook up into the controller, and then we're going to put our storage drawers here. We're probably going to have a couple compacting ones because of the redstone, coal, slime, a few other things in here that'll actually compact down, like diamonds, and a bunch of other things, right? So we're going to get that all set up today. I can't wait to get all the leather scraps so that I can stop messing with cows and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I did offline, and I can't remember if I did any of that in the previous two episodes. I haven't completely looked at what I did and if those videos are even going to come out. I don't know. You may not see those videos if they're that bad. But yeah, give me a second. Oh, talking too much here. All right, so let's get up here. I did go to the Nether earlier this morning. You guys didn't see that, so um, I did get some quartz because this is very quartz heavy, the controller. So I'm just going to make a couple of these. Okay, we're going to make a comparator. Okay. And then we're going to, I don't think I have, oh no, I don't have any of those actual drawers yet. So why is that not working? Birch planks? I don't have any planks? Do I not have any planks? Logs. I got logs. I should have lots. Yeah, I don't have any planks. Okay. That's fine. I don't have any automation right now. So it's going to be all manual right now. I'm just going to make 2 stacks of these because we're going to need quite a few of them. All right. So let's make 2 of these. No, I need dark oak because otherwise it's not going to work. 1, 2. That's just for the controller. So we're just going to get the controller done right now. All right, so there's the controller. That's going to control everything we need. We're going to need one of these. We're going to need some paper. Okay. I'm missing a diamond, which I can get. Need some more of this stuff. And get 2 of those. All right, back to this, and we need a diamond. So let's go outside and get a diamond. This is why I want to put the storage bus on here, so I don't have to do this every time. I can just pick and choose what I want. All right, diamonds in there. All right, and let's grab this. This is the linking card. I'll show you how to use that. And then here's the... We need the same stuff for this one, but we need an emerald. Wow. Okay. Right. We need another drawer. Yeah, so there's the card to configure things. And then we need a bunch of drawers. So let's make a couple compacting ones first. So you know what? Let's make a stack of drawers. I'm gonna make only 17. I need chests now, so let's make a stack of chests. Go back to dark. I've got 17, so let's do a bunch of these. There we go. 30 should be good to hold this off for now. I'm probably going to do 10 of them. No, I probably won't even go that far. Do one of those, which should get us 5 of these. Yeah. We'll do 5 for now. We'll leave spaces for more. So we've got function, we got those ones, and we'll bring these drawers down. First thing we're going to do, we're going to put this down here. No, we're actually not. We're not going to do that. Sorry. But we're going to put the drawers up first. 3, 1, 2. Okay, and then we're going to leave some spaces up here for more of those drawers. What I want to do is you want to put the drawers down first. I don't really want to put gravel there, so let's get something to put here. Could have some cobble here. Rid of that. I just don't want to step in this and then fall into a hole that I can't get out of. I don't really care about the back there. Oh, so I need 4 or more. Okay, well, let's do that. So back to functional. One here. Get a couple extra. All right, and then before we put the controller on there, because I had this set up first, I don't want to enable it right away because it'll start stuffing it with backfill from the network because we've got a storage drawer on there and we've got the priority set to 10, right? So that is basically if I put, say if I put some redstone into the main network upstairs, it'll automatically try and push it here first if there's space. If there's no space, it'll leave it in the storage upstairs, which is, which is good. Now, do I want to put these? I'm going to put just 2 there. And she's going to have a couple breaks in the middle, but it'll be fine. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the configuration tool. We're going to make sure that, so if you shift and then right click, it'll change its modes. So show mounts, so fluids, renders, indicators, and then locking. You want to make sure you're unlocking. And you want to lock every single drawer, right? Because if you don't, you will get backfill from your network or whatever is supplying it, right? So, and you really don't want that if you don't want something in there, because then you run into this whole thing that things start filling up as you're unlocking and locking drives. So you've got to make sure to do that beforehand. So now that we've got everything locked, all right, everything is locked, the little lock icon right there. We'll put down the storage controller. Okay, we'll put that in there. And then we will get our linking tool. Okay, we will shift right click on the controller and then select up there. What? Excuse me? Oh, I'm on the wrong one. That's why. I did not. No, I did not. Okay, so I was on the wrong one. That was my fault. All right, so linking tool. Shift right click on there, and it shows you that the controller's highlighted. You select one side of the storage drawers. Oh, we're not set to multiple. Okay, and then you just drag it across. I want to put it right to the ground here because I'm going to eventually fill that right up. Okay, and then anything that's in there, swap to remove. Oh, what? Okay, so they should be done. Okay, so now if I click on this, no, it's not working. Why is this not doing this? There we go, link to the controllers. But that's not going to work because, so there, and then we'll select down there. Because there was no storage drawer there, so it can't link to that, so we were missing the 4 there. All right, so now that we got them linked, all right, they're all showing up, we can actually start adding stuff in here. So I'm going to take out single things, all right, and then we're going to watch the magic happen, okay? We want that. All the armor and bows and other crap like that is all just going to be thrown right in the garbage. I'm going to take bones, spider eyes, leather. Oh, I don't know why there's stone there, but that's something else. So cobwebs and arcane essence, slime pearls and slime on bowl and sticks, because we're going to get lots of sticks. All right, so move these over here. All right, so coal can be compacted. Same with that. Same with this. Glowstone can be compacted as well. Iron probably can be, but I'm not going to bother. Arcane essence can't be. And that's all that can be compacted right now. All right, so we're just going to shove this in here, that there, and this here. Right, so we're going to have an area for, gold block, or sorry, diamond blocks, diamond compressed blocks, and then regular diamonds. And same with over here with this rest of the stuff. Glowstone will be able to go into that, and then the rest of this stuff will just be in the regular boxes. Okay. All right, so that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. This will expand over time too. So because as different mobs come in, excuse me. Oh, just got congested there for a second. All right, so we've got a few drawers in here and we've got some stuff in here. Let's go ahead and set this up. Now I can go ahead and pull this stuff back out now that they've got their positions. Notice how they're staying still. They're not moving. So we go down to the logistical controller here. I've got different colors set up on the cables. So you see how this one here is a cyan and that's green. The garbage is black and blue is going to this. So in here, we're going to do a new filter. We're going to select item stack, this, and we're going to change to blue, and we're going to hit save. And you just heard it click. It should be sending it over here. I don't know. It did make a clicking noise, but I don't know. Maybe it's just not feeling like it right now. And then we're just going to do the rest. So blue, and then save. Item stack, this one, this one, this one, save. This is just a whole lot of procedures that have to go through. Actually, slime should not be there. Slime should be over here. Yeah, see how these ones are filling up here? So we'll actually put slime here. And we're going to unlock and lock this. So this is where things can go wrong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock or pull that out. With the linking tool, you can actually pull it out, but it still thinks that it's in there, right? So we're going to have to change this to make sure to do locking. And unlock that, make sure there's nothing in there, and then relock it again. But it's still saying slime on there for some reason, and I don't know why. I've never run into this. This should be empty now. Maybe I need to break it. There we go. Okay. And then we just go back with the configuration and lock it again, and then it's just an empty drawer. Yeah. So let's go back down here. Did we do the slime pearl already? We did. Okay. So we did the arcane essence. Did I put the bone? I did put the bone over there. Okay. A new item, this one, and save. And if you don't have an item, you can just go into here and drag and drop once you've got the filter thing open. Okay. So that, I think, just moved something. Yeah, they're the bones that are in there now, because we had 0 in there, and now we have 32. Right, so let's take these guys out. And we'll go back down here. And we'll do this for the rest of them. Okay. And then if you've got a bunch of this stuff in your inventory, okay, so see how I have all this stuff in my inventory? If you just come up to the controller with an empty hand and right click a few times, it'll empty out your inventory of anything you have that belongs in there, which is pretty cool. Now it emptied out my inventory for me. So kind of neat. You're not locked. Oh boy. Okay. So we'll just pull that out. We will check you and make sure you're locked now, which you are. And see how I have 2 there? If I go to the area and then right click, they disappear. And now we get 2 more added in there. Well, that's kind of cool, right? Did I have glowstone in here? Glowstone should be over here. Maybe I didn't, did I not add that to the list? I did not. Haha. Oh, you know why? Because I put the one over here. That's why. All right, so if I take that out, take that out, take that out, and that out, and do the same with these, and it'll automatically find the correct drawer to put things in. There we go, heard the clicky click. And if I click the black one by accident, if I do this and I leave it on black, it'll just start destroying them. So I have to make sure that we're doing it correctly. And if I take those and I put them in here, you'll see them all disappear, slowly but surely. I need another compacting drawer because I forgot to put redstone. Go do that. So I only have one in there, so let's make a more. So compacting drawer is here. I need more pistons. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's go down. We just need to make sure that we put them in and lock them. Otherwise, it'll start filling them up. Okay. And if you add a whole bunch of drawers in and you don't want to just click on one, you can just click on the controller with the linking tool in locking mode, and it'll lock and unlock everything. So that's kind of handy. All right, so this here, and we'll focus on this guy, this, and then blue. Okay. You can do them, you can preempt as well too in your logistical sorter. So see, I did that already. I can put this over here and it'll start sending stuff over here now that it knows that it has a redstone drawer. Okay. Or no, it won't. You need to do, sorry, that's my fault. You need to redo this. So from up here, back down, and then it won't, yeah, it needs to realize the drawers are still in there. Was I just... No, it knows about them. Yeah. Yeah, link to the control. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it just took a minute, but now it's at 44. All right, so now what we can do is we can turn this on. And as it goes dark, you can see our little friends are joining in. I need to upgrade the mob grinder. I just don't have the stuff right now for it, but I will soon. Everything's going into the absorption hopper. So we get our XP coming in here, and we get all the items coming down here. So as that's happening, you can see this stuff is increasing down here. So we've got 38 right there. 39, 40, so it's working quite well. These drawers here have a 2K limit. So 2,000 items in a drawer. You can upgrade those with copper upgrades, gold, diamond, and netherite. Right? You can downgrade to only one item in there. You can do a bunch of other stuff as well too. The thing that I like is the void upgrade and the regular upgrade. So the void one will set it as a maximum of 2,000, right? And any more items that come in. So like, for instance, say the cobwebs. I'm never going to need more than 2,000 cobwebs. Never. There's never going to be a need for it. So it'll start deleting stuff at 2,000. It just won't hold anymore. It'll start putting them into the void, which is great because then I don't have to set up another like item list on the logistical sorter. All right, so now that's been running for a bit. Let's close that, turn that off, and see if anything new's come in here. Okay, we now have sugar because we've gotten a few, what are they called? Witches and ender pearls. Okay, and then skeletal bones, string, and I think that's about it. We'll probably need one for arrows too. So now we have an unlimited supply of arrows and probably heads too. And we get some decent armor too, which is nice. So let's go here. So this, and save that. This. Save that. So your drawers can grow exponentially when you have a mob farm like this. Sometimes you only get a certain number of items, and then you're okay with that. Sometimes it can grow really large, so depending on what random creatures will actually spawn too in this dark area, because they can spawn on top of the conveyor, so you can get anything spawning in here that's in the world. So just a small note there, right? 3, 4, and then 5. All right, so let's put arrows, bones, ender pearls. We'll put sugar over there and string right there. And slowly but surely they will fill up and do their thing. Because the drawers will recognize that it now has them. So now we have 54 arrows. You know, 8 ender pearls. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like the way that it works. Eventually, at some point, this will get filled up a little bit more. Right now, I'm kind of leaving the items that are in here. Oh, we need glass bottles because those are going to come. We're going to get a lot of those from witches. And if you don't want them, you can just send them right to the trash too. Okay, so there's glass bottles in there now. So right now I'm leaving the armor and the weapons right now because something could come in that's better than what I have. I just have iron picks and a stone sword right now. So one of these mobs could have something pretty cool, especially with apotheosis being in the mod. We could get that option of something really cool coming in. So I just want to leave that there. Eventually, once we get stronger, I'll just be trashing all of those items, and there won't be anything that we need to look at all. So yeah, that's functional storage. I don't know if I've done a little demo on that before. I think I've just sort of put them up because I've assumed that everyone's knows what functional storage is. It's been around well, functional storage hasn't been around, but the other one, I don't remember what it was called, storage drawers, I think it was. I think that got depreciated because the mod author didn't really feel like doing it anymore. I mean, props to him. He did that and maintained storage drawers for a very long time. I don't know if functional storage is his as well, or if it's just someone else's that's redone it because the mod was really great. So props to both devs, the ones that do functional storage and the ones that did storage drawers. They were both really cool. I always enjoyed them, and they were easy to figure out. Other than that, I'm going to let this run for a bit. There's a few other things that we need to get done. I need to get another storage bus on here so I don't have to keep running outside every few minutes to look for stuff. And then we need to start working on some automation because I really don't want to be doing this. I'd like to come in here, make a pattern, and then have things do what they need to do. So yeah, that's my next thing is we're probably going to build a bunch more mechanism machines. I don't know if they're going to go in here or if they're going to go into, say, another building I create. I don't know where. But yeah, other than that, we need to get these guys working as well, too. I need to put the growth accelerators on them, and I need to start putting them. Those will probably go into storage drawers as well. I don't really want to put them in the network per se again, because they build up so much. And I'd like to have something that, maybe just deletes them because... after a certain limit, of course, like once we get some of those copper upgrades or diamond upgrades or netherite, but they're going to have a huge limit on them because some builds, especially once you get into extended AE, need like 10,000 of those crystals. So, yeah. So we're going to leave this one here. We'll come back and we'll do maybe some AE or some just building around the base or something else. Whatever tickles my fancy, I guess. So we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.